This is Pacers Time Podcast, the very last edition of the season. Going into the off season, the Pacers are looking at unrestricted free agents of Lance Stephenson, Rasul Butler. We'll see what happens there. That should be pretty exciting this summer to find out what's going to happen. You can catch all of the news coming from the Pacers in Sports News for You updates. In the past series, Game 6, the Pacers just weren't at it at all. It's like they didn't even show up. It was the worst of the Pacers. It's what we saw of the last couple of months of the season. So now it's Spurs and Heat in the finals. A lot of people said it was a good year for the Pacers, and it was a good first half of the year. The second half of the year was absolutely dreadful, and if they played the first half of the year like they played the second half of the year, they definitely would not. They'd be second or third seed, and they probably wouldn't have gotten the opportunity that they had going into this playoffs, and they got exactly what they wanted against the Heat. They had home court advantage, and they just couldn't put it together. Lance Stephenson played well. David West played well. We saw Roy Hibbert. He came back, but the bench didn't really do anything whatsoever. Paul George started out just about every single game slow. So, as this season comes to an end, the main story going out is Lance Stephenson. Will he be back? To be honest, yes. He will be back in Indiana. No team wants to sign him. Because wherever Lance goes, this whole circus of, trashing LeBron, it's going to go with him. His big pride and ego is going to go with him. And it's not that he has a big ego or anything. It's just the way it's come off on what he said about LeBron. It's just not. It's made him look like a different person than what he actually is. We'll see. We'll see what happens. The Pacers need him back, but the Pacers is just a ghost town from the bench. I mean, you can't get anything. So we'll see what happens this off season. I thank you for listening. We'll be back for all of next season, including the preseason. You can catch all NBA updates and Sports News for You summer updates. Should be very exciting. We'll see what happens over the off season for the Indiana Pacers. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful summer, and I can't wait to talk to you next year.